Welcome to the trailer for the AB Trains' Christmas Countdown 2023. This is a series that continues throughout December, and it has been going on since the idea was first thought up in 2018, with the exception of 2020, 2021 and 2022 for a reason I'm sure most of you will know by now. Anyways, enough wittering, let's see what we've got for the first 13 days. Day 1 will start the series off in the Republic of Ireland for a short session of filming over at Adamstown Station in County Dublin. This episode is expected to be between 4 and 5 minutes long due to the amount of clips that were filmed on that day. And this episode will feature Train Scenes NI and UK Trains Fan. A little warning to those who may be watching with children: this video will contain false finger pointing, mostly towards the end of the video. Don't blame me for this. Blame Train Scenes NI for it. Dirty bastard. Right, anyways, come on, let's bring more happiness into this. Let's not be Ebenezer Scrooge. Day 2 will feature a session at Dublin Heuston Station, located mainly towards the west end of the city. And as this is a compilation of existing clips, much like the previous day, this episode is expected to be between 20 and 30 minutes long. As such, I personally recommend a table service of drinks and light refreshments. And this episode will also feature Train Scenes NI and UK Trains Fan. Day 3 will continue the Ireland highlights portion of the series over at Dublin Connolly Station. This episode is expected to be more than 20 minutes long, so again, a table service of drinks and hot and cold snacks are recommended, and this episode will also feature UK Trains Fan. Day 4 will conclude the Ireland highlights portion of the series over at Dublin Pearse Station. This episode is expected to be between 20 and 30 minutes long, and so again, much like the previous 2 days, snacks and light refreshments are recommended, and this episode will again feature UK Trains Fan. Day 5 will take us over to the other end of Muir Éireann, the Irish Sea, over to Melton Mowbray on the Birmingham to Peterborough line. This day will mostly feature the Midland Main Line diversions, which will see trains heading via Melton Mowbray, Oakham and Corby due to the line between Leicester and Kettering being shut for what I can only guess is due to engineering works, where hopefully the current electrification will be extended to Market Harborough, because it currently ends at Kettering for trains heading towards Market Harborough and Leicester, while the current electrification heads towards Corby and ends there. The clips that were filmed on the days that are in brackets were filmed before and after I visited Ireland, so this will again be a compilation video much like the previous 4. And this episode is expected to be approximately 5 to 7 minutes long. Day 6 will take us to our first roadblock stop of the series, Clayford, on a spur of the Portsmouth Direct Line. This episode is expected to feature WR Transport Wales, seeing as he always makes an appearance whenever I film at roadblocks crossings or at stations. We'll also be joined by Train Scenes NI, Gareth's travel videos and a few others, but that is dependent on whether or not they're free on that day. And video time is dependent on how long I stay in the game for, because Roblox level crossing games are infamously known for a numerous amount of mishaps happening, such as players going into the signal box and messing around with the controls, or the level crossing barriers freaking out, much like we've seen at Slangerdog and a few other places. But we'll see how it gets on. Day 7 will take us over to Trains Classic for a filming session over at City Station, which is the starting and ending point for nearly every service that runs in the game. This episode may feature Gareth's travel videos, but that is completely dependent on whether or not he's free, given the fact that he may be doing his own Christmas series as well, so he may be out and about somewhere. And video time is dependent on how long I stay in the game as well, because mishaps can happen there as well. I might do it in a private server actually, just to get the full benefit of actually getting some trains in properly for the video. But we shall see. Day 8 will bring us a variety. Someone has done a spelling error. A variety of action on Metro Transport, which is based in Athens in Greece. Video time is dependent on how long I stay in the game for, and this episode might feature Gareth's travel videos as well. Day 9 will take us over to Essex for another compilation video over at Stansted Airport Railway Station. I've already done the plane bit. Most of the action will be taking place on the 8th of August 2023, because on the 5th I've only managed to film 2 trains before heading towards the terminal building for the 1200 hours service to Dublin. It's not like there was anything much running anyway. And this episode is expected to be approximately 5 to 7 minutes long. Day 10 will take us back into the Roblox universe for a filming session over at Taunton on the Birmingham to Wolverhampton line, I believe it is, anyway. This episode may also include some closures at Owen Street and Wood Lane level crossings, and this episode will probably almost certainly feature WR Transport Wales, but it may also include Train Scenes NI and Gareth's travel videos, but again, it will depend on whether or not they're able to make it on that day. Moving on to day 11 now, and this will see us film at Den Station on Roblox, arguably in North Yorkshire, because of the set location, train stock and timetable. This episode will not feature the level crossing due to an existing bug with the signalling equipment. I'll give you a clue, Slangerdog. This episode will likely feature WR Transport Wales as per usual, but that doesn't mean that we won't be joined by others, depending if they're free or not. Day 12 will see yet another Roblox station being featured on the series, and that is Pendine. This episode will see rail services operated purely by Trafnidiaeth Cymru or Transport for Wales, and this episode will almost certainly feature WR Transport Wales, seeing as he's an admin on this game. And finally, day 13, which is the final day that I've sort of got a plan for, will see us head into Mind the Gap for a filming session over at Deansgate, not to confuse it with the one in Manchester. It's clearly stated in the brackets and in the bit below. This episode will see services by both Commuter and Launceston Underground. And this episode might feature Gareth's travel videos as well, but again, I've said it many times now, it will depend on what he is doing on that day, because of the fact he might have his own Christmas series, which means he'll be out and about somewhere, or it could even be on a Roblox game. It might even be this one. And from day 14 onwards, there isn't really a plan. Anything that has been thought up of will have a likely appearance on the remaining days in the series. Some episodes, with the exception of days 1 to 5, may be premiered in order to add interactive effects to viewing. Episode release times may vary depending on internet connections or any other form of fault or mishap that may inevitably occur. I aim to release each episode by around 1800 hours Greenwich Mean Time. Non-UK viewers will need to check their local times as it will differ compared to here. At least 24 to 4 episodes are expected to make an appearance on this series, and every day is expected to be different in some formality possible. Questions for the AB Trains' special Christmas gift will appear randomly, and so it is critical that you pay close attention to each video so that you don't miss out on the chance of winning. Most importantly, please ensure that you subscribe with notifications set to the all option so that you are informed of every episode when it arrives into your subscription box. I will repeat it again. Please ensure that you subscribe and set the notifications to the all option upon clicking the bell so that you are informed whenever we release a new video. But that was a roundup of this year's AB Trains' Christmas Countdown. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Pay close attention to each video so that you're in with a chance of winning the AB Trains' special Christmas gift. And add me on my 2 Roblox accounts. The link to them will be in the descriptions box below. We hope you enjoy what's to come, and I look forward to seeing you all on day 1 of the AB Trains' Christmas Countdown 2023. Again, I thank you for watching. Nolik Hana agus Berbanach Dantongli.